What's up, everybody? James Sweezy here. Real quick, this is part one of the video series that I promised you guys, where I'll explain all 12 steps and what they mean to me in very short order and keep it very simple. Sometimes this stuff is so simple that people don't think it will work for them because they don't see any value in it. Step one, we admitted that we were powerless over alcohol and that our lives had become unmanageable. The first thing you got to know is you can take the word alcohol out and put anything you want right there. Narcotics, painkillers, gambling, sex. Then you also have to notice that the first half of the first step is the only place where it talks about removal of drugs or alcohol. The other 11 and a half steps deal with this person right here. That's the hard part. So for the first half of the first step, I will admit powerlessness to the judge, the lawyer, the PO, a corrections officer, my family. I will admit powerlessness to all of them because it gets me out of the consequences. It gets me out of trouble. So quite simply, to do the first half of the first step, you have to ask yourself, am I saying this to other people just to get myself out of trouble, or do I truly believe it? Will I look in the mirror and say, dude, there is something wrong with you and you cannot put drugs or alcohol in your body anymore? If you arrive at the conclusion that there is something wrong and you cannot do that anymore, then you can look at the second half of the first step, unmanageability. Let me tell you something. The only thing that we have power over is our actions and our attitude. The moment you try to exert power over something you have no control over, like drugs and alcohol, or another person and how they act, you become unmanageable. And I don't know about you all, but when I was unmanageable, it was like I couldn't get the electric bill going, and the house payment, and the car payment, and the insurance payments, and keep the kitchen full of food. I couldn't do it all at one time and be successful with it. I was completely unmanageable. It was like a non-stop juggling act where I kept failing. And the only way I know to make myself manageable again is to stop, remove drugs and alcohol. Then you reach out and grab one thing at a time and never let go of it. James Sweezy, I'm out.